Hola, chiquitos. Um, I feel like shit. I don't feel like shit per se, but my sleeping schedule, aceroni and cheese. Um, I sleep like I work the night shift. Like I don't know. Like it's bad. Like I go to bed at like 10 a.m. Wake up 5 p.m. Like I miss all the good sunlight. I don't know. I gotta get my life together. I don't know. But in the spirit of getting my life together, I'm like, all right, let's let's get to the rooter. Let's get to the root of this. Let's read myself for food, both literally and spiritually and figuratively, all the reads. So I'm like, all right, where am I giving away my power when it comes to money? Because I feel like that is my biggest, I guess you could say, like, obstacle right now and stressor. Like I feel like that is really where a lot of my for lack of a better word, anxiety is coming from. I don't really have anxiety. I guess it's anxiety. I guess that's my anxiety. I'm like, yo, how am I gonna pay this bill? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? I just gotta trust the universe and be open. Like it's just not clickinizing. I don't know. So I'm like, let's get down to business. Let's see where my dominant thoughts lie, or like what my dominant thoughts are, and see we could flip a nice. All right, so I feel like I see money as a gatekeeper instead of I have notes. But I'm like, all right, I see money as a gatekeeper instead of a tool. And that's real. I feel like that is just like programming. Like money always feels like a goal rather than a side effect or a symptom, if that makes sense. Like it always feels like making money is the end instead of like just a byproduct. That's the word I'm looking for a byproduct. So like I'm believing I can't share or start something until the money shows up. And I'm letting it dictate my worth, momentum, and creativity. And like that's the real tea. Like letting it dictate my worth, momentum, and creativity is what is literally stopping the money from coming. So if I'm like, oh, I can't do this because I don't have any money, the momentum stops, the creativity stops. But the momentum and creativity is what would get me the money. Because if I keep going, keep creating, keep moving, the money will be the byproduct. But it's like I have it backwards. I'm like, oh, I can't do this until I have this. I can't do this, and I'm like, that's just really like when we getting into the QBU. I keep feeling like, oh, I can't do anything because I don't have any money to do that. I don't have any money to do that. I need a big budget to commission artists. I need a big budget to commission sound design. And it's just like, whoa. One, we could take it a step at a time. We don't have to go straight to artist and sound design. But like I can still create the QBU without the money. Cause like honestly, creating the QBU should be giving me money. Like let's continue. Next, I believe someone else holds the keys to my financial well-being. Giving my power away when I decide that the others, whether it be a job or whatever the fuck, like somebody else is gonna give me the money, right? So like giving away my power when I decide that they decide. No, giving away my power when I believe that they decide my abundance and not me and my alignment deciding my abundance. So like if I'm aligned and I'm moving from a place of abundance and not lack, that would decide my financial well-being. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it might come through channels of other people, but it only came because I was aligned in my abundance, not because they said yes or no. Like they only said yes because I said yes. And then I'm tying my survival to my productivity. So I keep getting into this mindset that like if I'm not making money, I'm failing. But that mindset is what's keeping me in cycles of guilt and not in cycles of creation. So like back to number one, like if I was in a fucking, if I had my momentum, and not if I had, but because I had my momentum, we're speaking it into existence. But if I have my own, if I have my momentum, then I'm in a cycle of creation. But I'm like, oh, because I don't have money and I'm not making money from this, like I'm not doing good, da da da, and like that's just not the right mindset I need to be in. Just like, period. That's just not the right mindset I need to be in. And then last, I'm suppressing my desires for the sake of being realistic. And that one, fear of asking for too much is bowing to scarcity instead of practicing divine confidence. And like that one, I had to really sit with, because I always feel like I'm the person or the friend that's like, fuck it, just do it. Like, sky's the limit. There's no impossibilities. Like, we can do anything we want. Everything's okay. Like, that's literally me. So I'm like, the fact that I say that to others, but in my own life, I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not real. That's not realistic for me. It's really like, ooh, like, I'm really like gaganized. Because like, wow, you didn't really have to just tell me about myself like that myself. But yeah, because like I'm like, okay, if I have to be open to, I feel like my main thing is, while I'm saying, yeah, I'm open to receiving abundance from the universe and flow and ease, I feel like I'm not doing anything, right? And it's not more so that I'm not doing anything. It's just that well, okay, couple things. One, I'm not open and in the flow of receiving because I'm thinking, oh, I'm not doing enough, da, 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 survival and productivity conversation, right? But fuck, I forgot where I was going. Oh, okay, I forgot where I was going, but let's just go somewhere else. So I'm like suppressing my ideas to be, suppressing my desires because I'm trying to be realistic. And I'm like, okay, how is this money gonna come to me? Okay, oh, got it, I'm back. So I'm feeling like I'm not doing anything. Like, and I know we're not tying our productivity to survival, but it's like, I guess I am. But for the sake of this conversation, let's just continue. I'm like, okay, but nothing's happening. I'm not actively doing anything at like that. That's the real conversation. Like right now, I don't want to say I'm doing nothing, because like I do be working on the QBU. I be writing my notes. I'm coming to y'all, and it feels like I'm doing nothing because I feel like I'm not making any money from it. So that's the real tea. Oh, that's the real tea. Damn. Because I'm like trying to justify, but it's just like, no, girl. This is why you feel like you're not doing anything, because you're tying your right. So I am doing things. But I just don't feel like it's enough. But also, really, back to the real reason we started talking about this. Fear of asking for too much is bound to scarcity instead of practicing divine confidence. And just being realistic is like, I thought I threw realism out the door. I thought I understood that, but apparently I don't, because I'm sitting here thinking about how I can make some money for the QBU, and I came up with this idea. I don't have it in this notebook. I came up with this idea to like do like a Build a Baddie reading or offering service. I don't really know how to like frame it, but basically, so within the QBU there are 4 ethnicities so far, because like as I'm building this shit, it's just like sometimes things just happen. Actually, sorry, I'm thinkinizing again. But all right, so build a baddie. Build a baddie. So within the QBU, there's 4 ethnicities, 6 factions. I want to say 7 divisions and like 7 role energies. Don't quote me. So I'm like, okay, as a way to make some money, I could offer a Builder Baddie reading and give you your QBU avatar, but based off of you. So for me, the Quantum Baddie is, well, technically one of my QBU avatars, but I feel like she is the character I'm growing into, and she's been brewing underneath the surface for some time, and she's finally emerged, and now we have the QBU, her, Captain Save-A-Ho, and a whole gang of others, right? Um, but for the reading, we would kind of like chat a little bit and figure out what is like your inner baddie that's waiting to shine, like what you're struggling with, um in terms of how you show up and how you want to be seen. And I'll come up with the baddie. I'll figure out, like, based on the QBU, your ethnicity, your division, your faction, all of that. But it will be like tailored to you because we had this conversation and it's your baddie. And then a mini tarot reading, and this is where I was like, oh, I can't do this. This is not me. I'm like, one, have I been reading tarot for some time? Yes, but only for me and friends. Like, I'm not out here like, oh, I just saw the 6 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. And like, at least that's not how I see myself, right? So I'm like, I can't charge people for this. There are established readers on the internet, and I'm just gonna come here and cosplay, you know? That's how I'm seeing. And it's just like, that might be me suppressing my desires for the sake of being realistic. And it's just like, I'm literally locking myself out of these rooms because I don't feel like I can even attempt to turn the handle. Like, it's like, not even, oh, do I have the keys? The door might not even be locked. Like, bitch, just try it. And I'm sitting here like, oh no, that's crazy, that's crazy. And then I'm like, oh, but I don't have a TikTok presence, and how are people gonna find me in the time? And it's just like, girl, you in this time business. You in this time business. Like, I'm a slave to you. Like, girl, no. I don't want to be a slave to time. I can do anything I want. Because money isn't just currency, it's resonance. Like, it's like, bruh. When I trust that my vision holds value before it earns me money, I step back into my power. My energy only calls in what matches. Bruh. Like, it's like that episode of fucking SpongeBob. They're like, yo, we're looking for this guy. And I'm holding a picture of myself. Like, it's me. It's me. I'm the bad guy. I pulled a couple cards to, get some tea. Because, like, honestly, I'm like, yo, you can read the cards, bitch. Like, you know how to read the cards. You've been reading the cards. And you can use the book. Like, just because I use the book don't mean I'm not reading the cards. Like, and that's what the fuck you paying me to do. And then I'm like, oh, I can't charge people crazy. I'm like, obviously, I'm not about to try to head bust and be like $1,000 for this. Like, this is crazy. But also, because that just might. Anyway, let's stop thinking. Let's get into these readings. I pulled 3 cards for like with like specific questions. So the first one, where am I giving away my power? 5 of Pentacles. So feeling locked out of abundance, focusing on lack, and this keeps me energetically tied to it. because money isn't just currency, it's resonance. That's where I'm tied to. I'm tied to the brokey timeline, and I don't want to be there no more. So yeah, I'm feeling like, oh, I can't even turn the doorknob because I can't turn the doorknob. I don't know. 2, the root belief driving it, 8 of Swords. The belief is I'm trapped, but the card reminds me that the ropes are loose, feeling stuck in circumstances or expectations, but I'm holding the key. So I do have the key. I do have the key, but the door isn't even locked. So I can just turn them up. And if it do happen to be locked, or it's locked at one point in time, I have the key. Yeah, I just feel like this is just like radical like self-acceptance and like belief, because it's just like, okay, I said I'm my biggest cheerleader, but it's just like I have to cheer to be cheerleading, you know what I'm saying? Like and I have to do something to cheer for, and I don't be doing nothing. Not that I don't be doing nothing, but I be scared to do things. Cause honestly, too, if we really get into it, as soon as I start doing this, I'm a bitch that read tarot cards on TikTok. I'm about to be like, he's coming back. The Lovers just came up. Let me stop. Okay. Also blocked in the mental, like that's where I'm at with it. Fear of being wrong. I was talking about that. That was definitely coming up. Fear of being wrong, not enough, or worthy of ease. I may overthink the how and doubt my intuitive solutions. Wow, because I'm reading myself again. Pun intended. Like, because it's like, why can't I do that? And it's like, even if, say, I do it and I don't get now one client, now I could do the next thing. Because this is like, let's stop being still and let's stop being a pussy. That's what it is. Let's stop being a pussy, yo. Like, bro, if you fucking say you could do anything you fucking want to do, why the fuck you can't read a couple cards for a couple little dollars? Like, I'd be so ready to really go dirty wine on a pole for money, but I'm like, oh, but like, it's just like, I hate the mind sometimes. Like, bruh. And then, okay, number 3, third card, energy shift to bring alignment. Queen of Wands, magnetic, unapologetic. Because that's what it is. I feel like I'm too in the audience seat. Like, oh, what would this look like? And like, dead or alive, I'm tired of that shit. Spiritually connected. And I think that's another thing too, for real. The spiritually connected, because I feel like I have a really big wound of like being othered, and spirituality causes you to step into like otherness so boldly and consistently and loudly that it's like, fuck, you asking me to do the very thing that I don't want to do. But you would think I'd be trained in it by now. Like, you would think I'd be top agent, top of the class. Like nigga, the shit been happening your whole life, and now you're like, oh, but if I agree and be the crazy bitch with the crystals, if that should make my life better, if I start carrying around an amethyst and my life get better, why would I give a fuck what you think? Like, it's just so crazy that I give a fuck what you think sometimes. She doesn't hustle to prove. And I'm telling you, the glitter grifter been getting her little clammy paws all around this shit. I'm like, oh, how can I? It's like, it feels unsure. Like, it feels like, I feel like hustling feels so shaky and so like hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And that's time that we don't want to be dealing with. But energy is, well, that's the energy, but my job is to embody this energy, lead with my fire, my story, my magic. I feel like my story, sorry guys, I'm dumpinizing. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, I'm like, this is, getting real for me. So I'm like, okay, my story. So I'm like, yo, I have the QBU, and I really am engulfed, and I really like it, and I really do believe in its story, and it just feels so different for me because I never really considered myself a writer of stories. In the traditional sense, like I do consider myself a writer, so it's like I don't know why you feel like it's that off, but I really only consider myself more like a poet than a writer, I would say. So, because I'm like, I'll do the poems and the songs. I do that, you know what I'm saying? I could write a good essay. I know my way around punctuation, you know what I'm saying? And I know how to use a semicolon, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to use a colon, you know what I'm saying? M dash. Like, I know my way around the keyboard. But I never really sat down and ever wrote stories. So I'm like, writing this story feels so foreign and feels so like, who do you think you are? You ain't never wrote no motherfucking story, bitch. And now you about to write the greatest one ever. Yes, I am actually. Um, no, but for real. So I'm just like, that's scary. That's really scary. And even just my magic, I feel like that just goes back into like being spiritually connected. I feel like if I'm gonna jack magic, if I'm gonna claim magic, I gotta claim magic. Like I can't be like, oh, I'm magical, da da da, and then when I gotta do magical shit that don't make sense, I'm like, wait, hold on, because people not gonna understand. It's magic, bitch. I don't even probably understand for real. Like I don't really understand, and that's the other scary part. Like, the fuck, niggas is really asking a nigga to believe in eyes. Like, okay. I'm scared, granddad. Okay, no. But I reclaim my power to create wealth from within. I do not beg, I magnetize. Yeah. I gotta believe in eyes, nigga. Like, okay, no. But I did pull some other cards, just like any closing thoughts, whatever. Ten of Swords, release negative fear thinking, attempting to stop something with violence. I feel like the violence is the begging, like that begging, like, because that's what, when I think of like hustling, I think of a shaky nigga, right? Like, yo, bro, buy this shit right now. And then that shaky nigga probably got a knife, and that's the violence. He begging for that shit. He not really, it's really not like a equal exchange, or else it wouldn't be that like, hurry up, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And that's the me attempting to stop something with violence. Like, I don't want to be in that energy. I don't want to be, trying to shank the universe for some money. Like, bro, give me you, and the universe want to give me mad money, and I'm over here like, please put it in the bag. Like, you feel me? Okay, no. Then I'll pull the Eight of Wands to achieve sudden success. Act swiftly. I feel like that one, that's the tricky one to get you back into that shaky ass energy, because in the QBU, the Quantum Baddie, this bitch, her motherfucking catchphrase is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And that is the embodiment of swiftly. But you got to understand, slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. And you want to be swift, not in a hurry. You know, that's two different things. And it's like I gotta align an eyes, nigga. And follow through with what I started. Yeah, believe in eyes too, nigga. Like if I'm saying all these, claiming all these things, like stand on it type shit. And then pull the Wheel of Fortune, chance, destiny, prosperity, continuum cycles of life. And I feel like that made me think continuing cycles of life in terms of keep moving. The path is going to change because that is the cycle of life. Like, so you can't stop and think, you can't stop and be like, why am I not there? Constant movement and change. External circumstances beyond my control, but also changes that can give life a positive turn. External circumstances beyond my control. I mean, there's always going to be external circumstances beyond my control. So it's just like, I got to be okay. I just got to let them do what they got to do and me keep doing what I got to do. And then two cards came out together at the end, the Moon and the Devil. So the Moon associated with instincts because it's moving. I have to keep moving. Like, it's just like, oh my God. When I say this shit out loud, it's like, bitch, why was I ever trippinizing? But then I'm gonna cut the camera off and go right back to tripping. Okay, no, but for real. So, instincts, emotions, dreams, imagination, creativity. Cyclic, how you say that word? Cyclic rhythms. Cycle-like rhythms. Like, I don't know how to say that word. But that's right back to keep moving. The path is breathing because I'm alive. Like, that's the same. It's like, it's the same lesson this whole time. Okay, development and emotional challenges. Yeah, the emotional challenges. Because I feel like I keep thinkinizing about shit that I don't want to fucking experience. And that's my problem. But it's just, it feels so real. It's so gripping. Okay, and then the Devil, we cannot find complete freedom without first examining our dark sides. That's T. That's the part that's shaky. That's the bitch that's fucking, give me the money, bitch. Like, you know? But I'm just like, hearing all of this, I'm like, okay. I haven't ran out of time. I need to stop thinking like that and just move with my intuitive nudges. Because, like, there's no reason I can't at least offer that as a thing. Like, I feel like that would even be fun for me, for real, because now I get to really, like, interact with archetypes from the QBU. Like, and I feel like that helps me build this world, because not for nothing, as I'm, like, trying to solidify the story, it keeps dawning on me just how, like, just what I'm doing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. But let's have fun along the way. I will see you guys whenever I see you guys.